Hello and welcome to Channel Today. We're taking a deep dive into one of the most significant, yet often overlooked, coins of the 20th century, the Cupernickel 5-pence piece. Minted in 1971, this small, silver-looking coin is a time capsule. It encapsulates the end of a system that had lasted for centuries and the birth of the decimal system we know today. So, let's explore its story, its value, and why this little titan is so much more than 5 pence. To understand the 1971 5p, we have to go back. Before 1971, Britain's currency was a glorious, complicated, and frankly, bewildering mess. We had the pounds, shillings, and pence system, or pound SD point 12 pence ** made 1 shilling point 20 shillings ** made 1 pound. So that's 240 pence to the pound. And the coins. You had the florin, the threepenny bit, the 6-pence, the shilling, the 2-shilling piece or florin, the half-crown. It was a nightmare for mental arithmetic and a barrier to international trade. By the 1960s, the world had modernized. Most countries had adopted simple decimal systems. Britain was lagging behind. The government knew a change was needed, but it was a political and social hot potato. How do you convince a nation to abandon a monetary language it had spoken for over 1,000 years? And so, Decimal Day arrived, 15th February 1971. This was the official switch. But to make the transition smoother, the new decimal coins were actually introduced before D-Day, starting in 1968. The first were the 5p and 10p, which were made to be identical in size and value to the old shilling and 2-shilling florin coins. This was a masterstroke. The new 5p coin was the direct replacement for the shilling. They were the same size, the same material, and crucially, the same value. For a few years, both were legal tender. This allowed people to get used to the idea of 5 new pence without having to learn a completely new physical object. It was familiar, yet new. So, let's examine our star. The 1971 F coin. Composition **, it's made of cupernickel, 75% copper, 25% nickel. That's the same as the old shilling and the same as our modern silver coins up until 2011. Size. This is the key feature. It had a diameter of 23.59 mm. It was a substantial, handsome coin. Now the design. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, features the iconic Scottish thistle, crowned, with the seeds of the thistle flower on either side. This was part of a full set, where each coin featured a different part of the royal arms, symbolizing the unity of the nation. The obverse, of course, features the portrait of a young Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Mackin. This is the classic, graceful portrait that adorned Britain's coins for decades. The original large 5p coin was demonetized in 1990. It's no longer legal tender. You can't spend it in a shop. However, the 1971 5p was made in massive numbers. Over 100 million of them were minted for circulation that year alone. So, if you find one in your change. Wait, you won't, because they were all withdrawn and melted down decades ago. But if you find one in an old purse or a jar of your grandparents' coins, what's it worth? For the vast majority of 1971 5p coins, the answer is not much more than its sentimental and historical value. A typical circulated example might sell for 20 to 50 pence to a collector who needs a coin to fill a date slot in their album. The value lies in the condition and the mint mark condition **, a coin in brilliant, uncirculated BU condition with its original mint luster, no scratches or bag marks, will be worth more. We're talking a few pounds, perhaps 2 to 5 pounds, instead of 50p. The new pence controversy ***. This is the most interesting part. The first issues of the 5p, from 1968 to 1981, had the words new pence on the reverse. In 1982, the Royal Mint decided this was no longer necessary and changed it to just 5 pence. This makes all the new pence coins a distinct first generation. Sold in special packaging. A 1971 proof 5p in its original case, as part of the full set, can be worth £20 £40 or more, depending on the market. So, before you get too excited, check your coin. Is it worn? It's likely a common circulator. Is it absolutely pristine, possibly with the original paper envelope from a mint set? Then you might have a more valuable item. The large 5p coin had a good run. But as inflation did its work, the cost of the metal in the coin began to approach its face value. It became economically unviable. So, in 1990, the Royal Mint introduced a new, smaller, lighter 5p coin and withdrew the old giants from circulation. So, the 1971 5 new pence coin is far more than just 5 pence. It's a symbol of a nation modernizing. It's a bridge between the world of shillings and the world of pence. It's a relic of a time when a single coin could still buy you something tangible. IT may be small in today's terms, but its historical impact was colossal. It was a tiny titan, tasked with helping to change a country's mindset, one purchase at a time. So next time you're sorting through old coins, keep an eye out for this one. Hold it in your hand. Remember its story. It's not just a piece of metal. It's a piece of British history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories from the world of numismatics. Let me know in the comments below if you remember Decimal Day, or if you've ever found one of these large 5p coins. And as always, happy collecting!